Hello everybody, this is LODWise. But first, before we get into this thing real quick, I just want to let you guys know that this is not a solicited thing. I'm not getting paid for this. This is just something I believe that has the opportunity to become something damn great. Today we are going to be looking at the PGF Entertainment. This is a modding group that does quite a bit of good stuff. I mean, there is a lot of games they deal with. But first, the one we're going to be dealing with and talking about is Gamer Go Makers here. This game is more or less one of those simulation games where you go and make your own games inside the games. It's kind of like the mirror effect where you just look and it's an infinity kind of thing. But what they do is, back in the day when the Gamer Go Makers came out, it was actually a really cool game. It had an awesome game, or base game, and had a great premise and whatever, but it had a massive game-breaking bug where you just couldn't play the damn thing. It was completely useless, and I immediately uninstalled and stuck it in my shit folder. Now, there's not many games that go there, but this game was definitely one of the first. But then, honestly, this group came through and started working on a mod. This is basically the expansion pack down here. This one is they fixed the mod. They fixed the game itself. So actually, at that point, that game-breaking bug that turned this game, unfortunately, into the shit folder, fixed it, and it came back out, and it was actually a really cool game. The base game's okay until you get to the bug. They fixed it with their mod, so don't play the game without the mod, honestly, because, well, you just can't, because it's useless. But this group came in, they fixed the issue, they started adding in this mod, which is pretty damn amazing, and they actually were able to add in a crap tons of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. So let's actually go ahead and look at this. Is their Steam group page. The thing just more or less just says what they do and some of the titles are working on and stuff like that. The first one I really want to go look at is in the Steam Greenlight area. It's the PGF Game Studio. So let's go ahead and go over to the Greenlight area. I already have watching because I've been watching it since this thing first was announced, honestly. So this is over here. This is more or less just kind of some of their animation stuff they were doing for like making assets for the game that they really wanted to create. So, but all they really honestly need is they need people to go ahead and hit this yes button, man, to greenlight this thing, allow this thing to get up and running. And this thing, honestly, the way it looks like it's going to be Gamer Go Makers version 2.0, even better. I mean, it's going to be awesome. So, definitely, guys, go to Steam. Go and support this thing. This thing needs those yeses. It needs this game to be put in to kind of fix the other problems with the other type of games that are in the same genre that just they fix some of the problems, but yet they don't. I mean, some are awesome and more detailed, and yet they're still missing the core thing that the other games have, kind of thing. So it's kind of hit or miss. But yeah, go ahead, guys, hit that yes button. Let's go ahead and get this thing up and running. Now let's scroll down here. Let's look at their website real quick. I mean, it's very, very well, basic. I mean, it's to the point. There is no flashy stuff that you see on some of them. So you can hear up here. Let's go to the actual expansion area. Now this one, we have actually been working on a 1.97, which is still kind of in beta test, which I do some beta tests for these guys, so I kind of work with them. Let's go down here. Look at the features, man. There is a shit tons of stuff they've added. They've worked in this thing for quite some time, ever since the developer apparently had some major problems, so they kind of just, ultimately the game got dropped, okay? It just went down to the crapper, unfortunately. These guys stepped in and picked up the flag. So, I mean, look at this. I mean, there is a shit tons of stuff. Like the newer mod that's coming out. I mean, hell, it has that NES Classic in it. And that damn thing's not even out yet, and you can already create stuff in the game with that game kind of thing, game console. What's really awesome is there is so much stuff here, and the way the time goes throughout the game, you can't build everything, you can't buy everything, because there is so much stuff to buy and so many things to do that the time frame just runs so fast that you just can't do it. It's impossible, because your characters can't build fast enough, because there's just so much shit in this freaking mod, which is great. I mean, it gives you so many varieties of things. Hell, I've actually caught myself playing the game and then buying those to see maybe, okay, well, let's see, maybe am I going to make more money this way, or am I going to make more money the other way, kind of thing. So I've actually played this game a lot. Unfortunately, it is just addictive, really addictive. I really like this game. So let's go back here, and let's actually go over to the other one, because this is kind of where they kind of need some help, really, because let's go over to generosity. It's actually one of those funding pages that they are trying to buy the rights to Gamer Goes Makers so they can get the game actually made, and like the version 2.0 more or less. But like I said, they need some help, guys. I mean, like, you can just give basically $1. You can go all the way up to freaking 500. But I think honestly the coolest one is honestly the 25 one. You can like name employees and they'll do all kinds of cool stuff. But I think honestly, guys, you should definitely go and support these guys. They have done amazing work with just modding. So what are they going to do when they actually get the codes and actually get the source code to actually make their own game? I think that'd be pretty damn cool. I think this group needs the help. So I mean, definitely, guys. Now there is a few other things here that I really would like to be able to see in the other game, in the mod, more or less. Just like I would love to be able to slow the time frames down just a little bit, just so I can buy more stuff and try out more things in my same game that I've been playing. That's kind of the biggest problem, I think. There are a couple little bitty bugs using this mod and stuff like that, but honestly, it's just because it's trying to mesh with the actual base game, and it just doesn't do that sometimes. I mean, it's just like the speed runs so fast, but that's not the mod's problem. That's the actual base game and the way the game has been made. There are a few other things where they're having problems showing everything, because the base game is very basic and the mod is very complex, so it's kind of backwards. Normally it's the other way around, where the mod's basic and the game's complex. This instance, it's the other way around, so that's kind of the biggest problem. But definitely, guys, I mean, if you guys like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments. I definitely read them, and I will definitely get right back to you guys. So go out here, go support these guys. They definitely need it. So I will catch you guys next time. Also, guys, one more thing. We are going to be doing a mod review. I'm just finishing it up, and I will be posting that as soon as I'm finished.